Hi guys, good day. This is just a video that is aimed at helping those who have to give oxygen supply to their loved ones. This is not in any form any prescription or any kind of clinical advice to those who are affected by COVID. Rather, this is just a technical video for those who have to set up set up this oxygen supply thing. So. This is a B-type cylinder that we have got over here. See, as this is a primary medical facility, we have a trolley. If it is kept on a trolley, it's of great help because it will not topple over. So once it's on the trolley, it's easier for us to maneuver it around the room. And it's quite heavy. It's about 10 to 15 liters of oxygen, but the cylinder itself is quite heavy. So it's a very simple setup. All we need is a wrench, and this is a key that goes in here. So there are other cylinders that have a knob like this, so which is much easier. Otherwise you may have to have such a key, a square kind of key that'll go on top of this, and then an adjustable wrench. And then we've got to have a wrench that'll help us a lot. For those of us who does not know the exact sizes of this FA valve, now this is an FA valve. FA means fine adjustment valve, and this goes in onto the cylinder, and then the mask is connected onto this flow meter. So we call it casually the flow meter. So now let's fix it. Now I've loosely fixed it onto the cylinder, but before you tighten it, you've got to keep the bottle perpendicular to the floor, so that it's the air and all the measurements are exact and water doesn't topple over. Then we can tighten it with a wrench. So once it is set up, it's easier to set it up with before putting it onto the trolley, and then you can fix it. Then you can set it up on a trolley. After we screw in with our hand, it's always good to tighten it with a wrench and make sure that the bottle is in position. Then this is a meter, so now it's on 0. Sorry if my camera is not very good. So now, and the next thing that we've got to make sure is that this knob is also really closed, because the high pressure, when we open the high pressure, if this is not closed, this will burst. So when we open it, the cylinder gives outputs in around 100 to 150 kilogram per centimeter square of force, and we don't want all of it coming in here. So it has to be closed. This has to be closed, otherwise this will burst, and you'll have to find a new one. Now this opens in here. Before we open, just make sure that we have filled it with distilled water. There's a washer on top. If it falls down, keep it. Yeah, it fell. Now guys, as I was saying, I'll just open it again. So there's a washer here. So this is the washer. If I pull the bottle a little more lower, I may be not able to control it. So let's tighten it. make sure that you fill water below this level, below the max level. So this is called the humidifier. So we have got the pressure gauge and a control knob, and then it goes into the meter, flow meter, and then it's like FA valve. It's generally called as an FA valve, fine adjustment valve. And then let's open it. So we have, so this, yeah, I showed you before. This is how the key goes in, and we have to give quite a hard shove anti-clockwise. I may have to use both my hands, so I've got to cut the video at the moment. Guys, I've opened this now. Yeah, anti-clockwise, but I'm sorry to disappoint. Like, I've got an empty cylinder here, but I've got some pressure remaining. So even though it shows 0, you know, we just need in millimeter mercury pressure. So the human lung only takes in less than a kilogram per centimeter square. That is not even that much. It's less than 100 kilogram per centimeter square. If you have experience with the ventilator, you'll know that it is in millimeter mercury or cm water units. So yeah, so the oxygen goes in through this flow meter into the humidifier, and then you get the output through this nozzle over here. Make sure to fill the water only up till this level, the max water level, and open as much as you need, perhaps a maximum of up to 4 liters, like say, and just make sure that this knob is really closed. It's well closed before you open. Otherwise, as I said, it might burst. This bottle will burst. It may not. These are just simple plastics. So now we've got our mask, which goes into the output. And this is a simple setup. Perhaps if this is not, you can attach the same tube, the same connection. If it is separate, you can just connect it over here. And there you go. It's ready. So let's open it. The bulb rises. There's a orange red bulb that we have over here. The exact settings you may ask your doctor, and then this goes around your head, and there you have it. This is all. There's no active device in it. It's all passive. You've got a filled cylinder. As I said, this is empty. However, you will have between 100 to 150 kilogram per centimeter square. And make sure you have a trolley or a safe place to keep the cylinder. Otherwise, it may fall on. If it falls on anyone, it's quite heavy. It may fracture. Yeah, and it's good to have a good wrench so that the thread and the fitting, the screw doesn't spoil quickly. This is only required if this is the opening that you find in your cylinder. Yeah, I hope this was beneficial to at least some of you who have been searching online. I just thought I may put it up during these difficult times. I didn't plan to put it on though, because I was thinking of another video but then I thought quickly, like, since it's these testing times, some of us may be looking out for these. Thank you so much. Please do put in your comments. I'll try to write back if you have any doubts. Thank you so much.